No one saw that coming. Huh? John? Good joke?
No.
Huh. So this kind of came out of left field for me, and I had totally forgotten about the Saw franchise, and I really liked Saw X. I thought it was a good return to form. I liked the simplicity, I liked the intimacy of the film, the kills, the traps, gnarly as ever. And apparently Saw 11 was in development, was going to happen, and then it was dead on arrival. It hadn't even arrived yet. It hadn't even filmed. I didn't really know the ins and outs. I just figured it'd be one of those things where they'd hash everything out and then it would move forward and we'd eventually get Saw 7. But that's not the case. But as of today, supposedly, Blumhouse has acquired 50% of the rights to the Saw franchise. So before that, Saw was 50% owned by Lionsgate and 50% owned by Twisted Pictures. But now it seems like Blumhouse have acquired half the rights, 50% of the rights to the Saw franchise. So moving forward, I want to talk about what I want to see. But the article I'm going to be referencing comes from Bloody Disgusting. And they go on to say, there's been a lot of talk about the future of the Saw franchise in recent months, with some suggesting that the franchise is dead in the wake of Saw 11 being pulled from the release schedule. Coming off a successful 10th installment, Saw 11 was set to release on September 26, 2025, but turmoil behind the scenes left a fate of the franchise hanging in the balance. Deadline provides a shocking update in the state of Saw tonight, reporting that Blumhouse is acquiring the prospective rights to Twisted Pictures' portion of the Saw franchise. Now, Blumhouse is essentially taking over the IP's ownership from Twisted's Mark Berg and Oren Collis. The exclusive report reveals Lionsgate will continue to be involved as a partner. How this apparently works is that Lionsgate owned 50% of the rights to Saw, whilst Twisted Pictures owned the other half, and Blumhouse will be acquiring Twisted's half. So this is pretty interesting. Moving forward, I would like to see something that is very akin to the original Saw, going back to basics. And I kind of got hints at that with Saw X because that takes place between Saw 1 and Saw 2. Whether or not we start fresh and start with a new set of characters, but it still revolves around the world of Saw. And we've kind of done that before in the franchise, whether or not Tobin Bell's going to be involved moving forward. It's great to see Blumhouse stepping in, and I know Blumhouse hasn't exactly had the best track record of late, but when they try, they can usually deliver something pretty damn good and something pretty damn entertaining. And again, Saw X had so much potential. It's actually one of my top Saw films in the franchise. I was kind of bummed when Saw 11 didn't come to fruition. It would have been cool to see them continue that tone of what I experienced in Saw X, but having Blumhouse step in, you know, owning half of the rights, that can be pretty interesting. That can reinvigorate the franchise, do something fresh, do something new. I think they're going in the right direction by doing this. Now, the article also mentions that in an interesting twist, Deadline notes that the Blumhouse deal will bring original Saw co-creator James Wan back into the franchise fold, thanks to the recent merger between Blumhouse and James Wan's Atomic Monster. So that is interesting. Again, going back to its roots, its origins, and its co-creator of the franchise. This could be something really special. Holding out hope for sure, like absolutely, but at the same time, this is promising. It's better than nothing. It's better than having Saw 11 dead in the water, and that is just the end of the franchise. But with a bit of luck, we get something fresh, we get something new, but familiar at the same time with some familiar names. So I'm keen, very intrigued to see where this goes. Very intrigued to see if, say, Tobin Bell is going to be involved moving forward. With that being said, guys, drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts on Blumhouse acquiring 50% of the rights to the Saw franchise. And what would you like to see? Again, I just want something that kind of harkens back to the originals and throwing in a bit of something new. Now, in a couple of hours, I'm finally seeing Bring Her Back. I got myself a 3:15 session just down the road, so look out for my review later tonight. Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.